In the 7 years I've been at Dynamic Catholic, there is one moment that has moved my heart and touched my soul in a way that is unforgettable. It happened when I was stopped by a woman at a local conference. She felt compelled to share a piece of her story with me. She told me how fine her life used to be. She told me about the house, her kids, how, decent her marriage was. Until one day, her husband was given a book by Matthew Kelly, and for some reason, decided to read it. And how after that, nothing was the same. She told me her husband's faith became the most important thing in his life. And she told me how he started partnering with Dynamic Catholic, handing out books and CDs like they were candy. She told me about the lives he changed, how their whole family seemed to come alive, and the new heights that their marriage reached. And then she paused, and she took a breath, and told me about the accident, about how it suddenly took her husband's life. And she told me about the funeral that followed a couple of days later and how, in honor of the man he had become, she handed the CD of his favorite talk to everyone who came to the funeral. And she told me how the tragedy was wrapped in this incredible hope because of her husband's deep faith and because he died the man she always dreamed he could be. I stood speechless as she asked me to extend her thanks to our whole team and for all that we've meant to her and her whole family. I can't tell you how honored I felt then, or even now as I share it with you, to be a part of this mission that's having that kind of impact on the lives of real people. Neither this story nor any of the hundreds that flood Dynamic Catholic each week happened without the incredible team I work alongside of. But all of our efforts would be for nothing if it wasn't for the tens of thousands of Dynamic Catholic ambassadors praying for this mission, sharing the message boldly with men and women just like the husband in this story, and giving $10 a month, ensuring that we can keep developing world-class content that meets people where they are and leads them to where God is calling them to be. None of the impact that Dynamic Catholic has had or will have is possible without Dynamic Catholic ambassadors. Their simple act of generosity, their prayers, their efforts, their monthly gift inspires me every day to not just be myself, but to be my most generous self. So become a Dynamic Catholic ambassador today. Join a team of people truly and powerfully changing lives.